Hi, good morning. No, I lied. It's not even morning. It's 12:30 p.m. But yes, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be talking about what the title says. But I woke up, I took a shower, I'm all clean. I know I don't look like I took a shower, shut up, don't comment that. But I did took a shower. First things first, I think I'm gonna clean my room first because it's a mess. Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna clean my room, then I'm gonna order McDonald's because I'm starving. And my mom told me I could order in, so
for you, that's all that I do.
I'm done. Okay, now I'm gonna go down, put some dirty pillowcases in the washing machine, and then I'm gonna eat McDonald's. I'm going to order McDonald's right now. I literally have it on my contacts. No, Trigger, you stay here. No, Trigger, you stay here. You stay here.
Terima kasih telah menghubungi McDonald's Delivery Service 14045. McDonald's Delivery Service, selamat siang. Dengan saja bisa dibantu.
Ya Mbak, mau pesen Mbak?
Dengan Bapak Denny.
Betul.
Baik, alamat pengiriman berada di mana? Mohon maaf.
Mau pesen double cheeseburger yang paket, minumannya diganti ke Milo Mbak. McFlurry satu deh Mbak.
McFlurry Choco Milo ya?
Iya.
Baik, terima kasih Bapak Denny untuk pesanannya. Ditunggu pesanan saya. Selamat siang.
Selamat siang Mbak. So sorry, the lighting is really bad here, but food haul. Oh wait, can't even see it. Never mind. Oh yes. Woo! Okay, I'm not gonna eat in front of camera because I want to eat in peace while I watch YouTube or something. Well, but I will show you what I got. So I got, let me see, fries, bitch ass. I got double cheeseburger, fries. I also got Milo because I don't really like to drink soda that much because it has a lot of sugar, and then sugar causes acne and yada yada yada. Yes, Milo technically has sugar, but soda has like a lot of sugar, man.
Oh yeah.
Milo. And I also got McFlurry, which is also in Milo, which technically all of the food that I ordered had sugar like Milo and McFlurry, but you know, the McFlurry looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna eat now, bye. Okay, I'm done eating. I'm happy, I'm full, I'm oily. But let's get into the topic of the video. So, the perks of being half Malaysian and half Indonesian. So, I think I should explain that I'm half Malaysian and half Indonesian. A lot of people in the comment section think I'm Indonesian, and a lot of people in the comment section think I'm Malaysian. So, I'm technically both, so yeah. Technically, law-wise, but I'm technically Malaysian because I was born in Malaysia. My passport is Malaysian passport, the red Malaysian passport. My birth certificate is a Malaysian birth certificate. And I'm living in Indonesia right now, but I'm using a visa called Kitab, which is Kartu Izin Tetap Tinggal, which is translation for a permit card for you to live in Indonesia for more than a year. Yada yada yada, I know that's boring, but I think I should kind of make it clear because people are confused about it. And yes, there are some perks of being half Malaysian and half Indonesian. First is that I'm technically multicultural, I guess. That's kind of cool to think the fact that I am from two different, like similar but different cultural backgrounds. So that's something that I like about myself. Fun fact, my dad is Malaysian and my mom is Indonesian, so that's why I'm half Malaysian and Indonesian. Just to put that out there. I've lived in Indonesia for like almost 10 years, a decade now, but still to this day I feel like a tourist at times, because there are a lot of things about Indonesia that I still don't know, like the slangs, the words, some culture stuff that I've just found out, and like geography stuff. So yeah, I do feel like a tourist at times. The third perks of being half Malaysian, half Indonesian is I do feel different than other people around me, even though I meet like maybe an Indonesian, or if I meet a Malaysian, I still feel different because there's part of me that is kind of like split in half. So, and because I'm half Indo, half Melayu, it means that I can get away with not knowing some Indonesian slangs or Indonesian geography. A few days ago, me and my friend had this argument about Indonesia's geography, because I know nothing about Indonesian geography and I was basically dumb as fuck. So my reasoning is that, hey, I was born in Malaysia, you know, I never get to study Indonesian history, blah blah blah. But the real reason is just I'm a dumb fuck. So also another perk of being half Malaysian and half Indonesian is that I was born in Malaysia first. As in, like, I was born in Malaysia. Not that was a stupid sentence. What I meant was that I was born in Malaysia, so I had my kindergarten there. I had the first 4 years of my primary school there, so I got to study English at a young age. And then because I studied English in a young age, because Malaysia studies English, no offense to Indonesia, but Malaysia's English is a little bit better than Indonesians. But because I got to study English at such a young age, when right now my English is a little bit better, then this makes me, fuck, I sound cocky. That is not what I meant. First of all, I meant it as if like I'm confident with my English speaking skill, English reading skills, so I'm happy with that. This is not supposed to be like, oh, my English is better than most Indonesians. No, that's not what I meant at all. But I meant it as if English or education itself is still an issue in Indonesia in general. Like, we don't even need to go to villages or any stuff like that, but we can just focus on Jakarta, a city. Jakarta is one of like the main city of Indonesia, but still there are a lot of people that can't speak English or that does not have a good education background, because etc. So I'm very grateful to be privileged enough to learn English at a very young age. The sixth perk is that probably I got to live at a different country, because you know I lived at Malaysia obviously for the first half of my young self, my young life, and then now I'm in Indonesia, so I get to live in a different country, which is cool. You know, not a lot of people get to say that, oh yeah, I've lived in 2 countries before, you know, so it's a huge privilege and I'm grateful for that. And because I lived in different countries before, I get to compare and, like, you know, learn more different backgrounds, different cultures, different traditions in Malaysia and Indonesia. Of course, Malaysia and Indonesia are very similar in a lot of ways, but also there are a lot of things that differs them. For example, the food. Obviously, history-wise, they are different and stuff like that. My last favorite thing about like the perks of being half Malaysian and half Indonesian is that I can really think of at this moment is that because my passport and I am a Malaysian citizen technically, I have access to a lot of visas to go to outside of other countries. For example, like Europe. If you're a Malaysian, you don't have to pay, if I'm not mistaken, I don't have to pay more, or I don't have to apply a visa to go to Europe. While if I was an Indonesian and born an Indonesian citizen with an Indonesian passport, I'd have to pay for a visa to go to Europe, which is pretty expensive, you know. So I'm kind of grateful for that, because Malaysia has a lot of free access to not free access, just like an access to visit other countries without using a visa. So that's a very great bonus for me if I ever want to visit other countries or even study or go to visit another country. And yes, being a tourist or half Malaysian, half Indonesian has its perks, which I myself can enjoy and have the privilege to enjoy those perks. But also, I don't think a lot of people realize that there are also some not so fun things about being half Malaysian and half Indonesia. The first and probably most obvious or most important not so fun thing about being half Indonesian and half Malaysian is that Indonesia and Malaysia has, like, they, or at least had, or maybe they still do have, this beef. If you don't know what beef is basically they had conflict, they had problems, they had issues with each other, and then because I'm half Malaysian and half Indonesian, it's conflicting for me. So the second not so good thing is that the bullying, I guess. So when I was in Malaysia, people called me Indon, so because you know I'm half Indonesian, blah blah blah. And then I moved to Indonesia, and then I got called Malay or Malayu or Malaysia or whatever, all of those bad, cringy, bullying nicknames. So wherever I go to Indonesia or whether I go to Malaysia, I will still get bullied for being half Indo, half Malayu. I should have just moved to another country that's not Indonesia or Malaysia, and my problems would have been solved. Third not so great things about being half Malaysian and half Indonesian is probably also part of the bullying, but I don't really get offended by it. I just get annoyed because it gets boring in my part. Is that people always use the Upin Ipin joke. Upin Ipin is basically this Malaysian cartoon that is very, very famous. So yeah, because Upin Ipin is a Malaysian cartoon TV show that has a very thick Malaysian accent, I always get associated with that. So at first I was okay with it, and I still am okay with the Upin Ipin joke. It just gets so fucking boring. Like, god, can you give me a better nickname? The next not so great stuff would be also visa related. Just now I told you guys that I had a free access to visa to other countries, right? Yes, I have free access to other countries, Malaysia of course one of them, and also Europe and la 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 la. But the not so great thing is because I'm living in Indonesia, it means I need visa for me to stay in Indonesia, which I told you guys before, I use kitab. Of course, since it is a visa, I have to think about the expiration date. I have to make sure I renew it before, you know, before anything bad happens, or before I don't want to get deported or anything like that. But sometimes because I forget that I'm Malaysian, or like that I'm not an Indonesian citizen, that I forgot that, oh shit, I have to make sure my passport is up to date, that my visa is up to date, and yada yada yada. So that's a little bit like the scary part of it. But yeah, that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something, and the moral of the story is
be kind to everyone, stop being racist.
But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. Maybe it's learned something about me, or learned something about the not so fun things about being half Indo and half Malaysian. But like, comment, subscribe, follow my social medias if you want to. It'll be linked down below in the description bar, and I'll see you next time on my next video. Goodbye.